To start, let's talk about risk again. Generally speaking, we start with little to no financial risk in our lives. And what I mean by that is depending on our experiences or exposure to financial events, we get comfortable expanding our risk profile until we're comfortable finding what matches our personality. So the timing is different for everybody, but usually follows a similar path. And I'm going to illustrate that for you. And let's just think about that for a second. So we usually start by saving in the bank for something we really want to buy with little to no risk, like a bike for when we're a kid, or a car when we're a young adult, or a house if we're older. And it generally takes longer, but you usually get the result unless something in life happens. Let's call this stage the saver, because we save whatever we can by working for the money and just put it away in a sock drawer and or in savings account and get little to no interest for our return. And the banks just love us and want to do more business with us because we just keep putting more and more money in there for them to use. And that's what they're doing. They're using your money to make more by lending it out. And they pay a low interest rate, usually less than 1%. This is a self-directed method, and you just don't trust anybody with your money yet. And some of us may even be better off because we find a bank like Tangerine that offers a high interest savings account of 2.5%. This really starts out with a self-directed approach, and we continue down this path for a bit and get to the idea, and we get used to the idea of saving, whether it's an item or just a rainy day fund. As we learn a bit more, we start to explore and think about why can't we make more than the small little bitty interest that the bank account pays us. So we start to make some money in the banks and rather than our sock drawer, and start to trust the banks and talk to our bank advisors and want to get better returns for saving our money. Let's call this the preserver because we are willing to take on some risk from someone else looking after money and invest with the banks to get a better return, but preserve our capital from losing value. So we do this by hiring the bank advisor that we bank at because we have full trust in them, and they've been looking after our money for the last little while, and they get us to lock our money into investment funds, but it's not so easy to access our cash. And the bank advisor sells us on returns on money that will be better than just regular bank rates that typically range around 2 to 5%. And the banks love us. They'll get more money from us through MERs and lock in our money to an account or type of fund for an amount of time. And they need to do that to obtain the higher rate of return. For me, these two zones was where I lived financially when starting out in the workforce. And I had all the different part-time jobs you do. And I would say I was here for about 7 years of my working life. And there's nothing wrong with being in these zones for longer or shorter periods of time. And it's just the right amount of risk that we can handle. And it could be different for you than it was for me. But if you're listening to this video, you're thinking about making a change or improving your ability to earn money while you sleep.